Welcome back to Chamber Exchange, the TV show. I want to thank our sponsors who make the show happen. That is St. Vincent Hospital in Bank Hometown. And with us on the final segment is Julie Orozco, who is the Executive Director of Abby's House. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So in the last segment, we had Meg Coffin for what was formerly known as the Center for Independent Living and Working. With their 50th anniversary last year, they renamed the organization to Your Access Advocates, and they're located at the former Paul Revere Unum building, now known as the Not-Profit Center. They've had an anniversary last year, along with the Chamber having the 150th anniversary last year. And the legendary Abby's House has got an anniversary this year as well.
That's right. This is our 50th.
50th anniversary.
Yeah.
And I was reading an article recently, and I can't recall whether it was the Worcester Telegram or the Business Journal, talking a little bit about the history of Abby's House, how it was founded, literally starting renting apartments for women who were in very challenging situations. And unfortunately, the need was out there and grew, and so has the organization.
Absolutely. You know, we started off as shelter that was very short term. It was a different time. So somebody who really just needed sort of a transition point to get from where they were to where they really needed to be, that could happen pretty quickly. Since that time, we've expanded to include shelter and 3 additional properties of affordable housing for women. And in the current housing market, we find that this is an incredible need. We have a wait list both for our shelter as well as for our affordable housing, so we know the need is there.
Right. And the shelter issues, you know, in terms of emergency access and things, you know, the criteria in terms of eligibility?
Sure. So, you know, I think one of the really special things about Abby's is that our shelter is one of the few shelters where we accept both adults and children. So we, of course, cater to women. We have single women as well as moms with kiddos who come into shelter. Most of our kiddos are really little, so we're talking babies and toddlers, sort of, you know, elementary age kids. In terms of eligibility, we really prioritize safety first, and we try to give priority to women who are, again, needing to get to something that is safer than where they are. So whether that be that they are getting out of an intimate partner violence situation, being street dwelling, something that really increases sort of their likelihood of being unsafe due to vulnerable circumstances.
Right. And then, you know, it's kind of providing that first safety first, and then support.
That's right.
Kind of structure process with the kid, and then hopefully developing a plan over time in terms of you know, a relocation to a more permanent place, a safer place with ongoing support, right?
Absolutely. You know, at Abby's House, we use what's called an empowerment plan. And so when a new guest comes into our shelter, you know, our first thing is hospitality. And so giving them a moment to settle, to sort of get their feet under them again. We had a kiddo just the other day who was just thrilled at the opportunity to take a bubble bath that night, you know? And so that initial part is really important. But then within the first couple of weeks, we do start working on that empowerment plan, identifying what are going to be the next steps to get you to where you need to be as an individual. And our team of case managers and clinician all rally around to make sure that we provide support in any way we can.
Right. And I've been around long enough, you know, I've heard stories, you know, of women who have, you know, accessed Abby's House programs, and, you know, just talk about how it you know, saved their lives, their children's lives, completely altered the trajectory they're on, and turned into a much more positive path going forward. And that's, you know, quite a legacy. But you know, the challenges remain, right? While you get some funding from different contracts that the state and other, you know, the federal government or even local municipalities might provide, that doesn't pay for all the services, doesn't pay for all the staff. So you're constantly trying to build private sector support and other type of philanthropic charitable support as well, right?
Yeah, you know, I think that is one of the real differentiating factors for Abby's House, a lot of people don't know this, we don't currently have any state or federal funding.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, and so most of what we are able to do in support of the residents, guests, and kids at Abby's come from individual donors, corporate donors, the local grants and foundations, and the philanthropic community. We have just been, incredibly blessed to have a community that believes in our mission as deeply as we do and gives to it so regularly. But of course, especially post-COVID, the needs have completely changed. The level of mental illness that we see, depression, anxiety, trauma, there's a different level of complex care that we really do have to be expert in providing in our current framework. And so that continued support is really, really important to us.
And is that a conscious decision made by the board and the leadership to say, look, we want to build and sustain this without any reliance on those programs?
I will say that was probably there from our founding days. Our founder, Annette Rafferty, was really committed to Abby's House being a collective effort of local people, people who understand the community, understand the needs of the community, and have a passion for it. And I think in current time, the board does continue to be really committed to this. It's part of how Abby's is able to stay so flexible in offering such individualized support for the various women who are with us. Because
there are limitations with some of those government contracts in terms of metrics and dates, and maybe don't provide that level of flexibility that a family, individual or family may need. Absolutely.
And it comes with its challenges. Do we occasionally see a contract out there that's like, that'd be really nice?
Right.
But on the other hand, I think we've been really committed for 50 years to this is our mission. It's not purely just come in, place to lay your head, keep it moving. It's that this is community, this is dignity. We're really rooted in hospitality. And so in order to maintain, I think, things that feel really important to Abby's that aren't always reflected in a government contract per se, it's why we do it this way.
Right. And clearly, private sector support, individual support, that can have its ups and downs. But clearly, to have that level of commitment over that length of time of 50 years shows that people see the impact. It's making a difference. But you don't take anything for granted. With the 50th anniversary, you've got a big event coming up, right?
That's right.
You got the 50th anniversary gala.
That's right.
Gala, however people want to say it. May 29th, 2026. Maybe you could just talk about that and what people might be able to do who are watching to help.
Yeah, so we're super excited about this. We typically have what we call our Springtacular every year, and this is like Springtacular 2.0.
Right.
So it's going to be at Holy Cross. It's a seated dinner. We have a number of different things going on. There's an art show to help support Abby's, the proceeds from that. I don't know, a lot of people know Abby's for our thrift shop. And there'll be a fashion show featuring items from the thrift shop. So lots of fun stuff to happen. We are inviting people to sponsor the event. We're inviting people to purchase a table and attend and just get more inspired. And if you can't attend because you've got something else going on, even purchasing tickets that we can pass on to others. Some of our residents might get to attend as a result of that. So.
All right, is there a website someone can hit to learn more or purchase? Or?
Absolutely, abbyshouse.org, abbyshousc.org, and everything is on there. There's a Get Involved link, there's a 50th anniversary page. The auction page will go up soon, so it's all there.
Excellent. Julie Orozco from Abby's House, thanks for sharing the great work and the legacy and your role in continuing it.